That's it. One thing. I still got a couple pastries in there.
Ooh, temperature's going up.
Up? It went up, did it?
18 degrees.
All right, that's better than 11. Wonder what made it go up to 18 all of a sudden.
Global warming.
Huh?
That's what I mean, global warming.
God, that's why. Your farts are eating
Oh yeah.
all your hot air.
Mister, I just shook the roof tiles off the house up there. Take a little
Scott
pocket.
doesn't know if he's going to be around Thursday.
I will know. I'll call the lady.
Thursday? The sister. Oh, you mean Saturday?
Yeah, well, it said call maybe, and I said call make your freaking mind up, 'cause I gotta know.
Why, where are you supposed to go?
The lady from Massachusetts.
Oh. Those.
20 minutes outside of Boston.
Hi, good night, Mike.
All right, boys.
Happy New Year.
Leaving at the usual time.
All right, we'll see you.
We'll see you maybe, maybe not. Maybe possibly. Oh shit, it's still cold out here. Tell you what, it feels more like 11 out here than it does 18. I should have worn my fucking insulators. Just make sure my keys are shit in my pocket. Yes, they are. A little chilly. Oh, just a tiny bit. Now it's feeling like winter. Look at that moon. That's it. I'm thinking about snowing moon. That's what that is. Hmm. 1:58 in the morning. Oh.
Already get paid visit by the cops.
127,505.
Doing a little bit of driving.
I guess so. Just a wee bit.
What was it on last
You've
time?
now put 100,000 miles on this car. It wasn't it at 23,000 when you got it or something like that, or 21,000 or some shit like that?
When I started driving, 25,000.
25,000. Yeah, you put 100 grand on this thing already.
Yes.
Alright, so I guess we don't no more Hell on Wheels till next year. No more Boardwalk Empire at all.
Somewhat of a they had to end somewhere, but it's disappointing
Well,
they skipped all those years.
That and the fact that they didn't stick with the actual history. I mean, the actual history is good enough, you know. It really is,
Well, he
especially
took
at
two
that
shots
particular time.
to the chest.
He got shot in the face. He shot him in the fucking right below his eye. That blew his brains out. And that is something that never actually happened to Nucky in real life. You know, he went to the worst thing that happened to Nucky in real life is he went to prison for a little while on a tax evasion charge. I mean, you know. He came home. He married a showgirl that he'd known for years. They had a good life after that. His grandchildren and children and everything else.
Yeah, they showed how Mrs. Dermody got her start.
Yeah.
Commodore was a fucking asshole.
He was typical of his kind.
God.
Well, he was not just that, he was a pedophile too.
Oh, God, never mind that. Well, turn in your badge, you're fired. Why? I worked hard, I'm loyal, I'm dedicated. Get out of here. Hey, fuck you. An ungrateful fuck. So I guess the kid there You know, Junior.
Yeah, that was the little kid.
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah.
He was none too happy.
Yeah.
Grandma was institutionalized. You killed my dad. How'd he find all that shit out, I wonder?
Oh, well, he went with Richard Harrow's family there, and they would have filled him in on everything. Then he went and visited his grandmother in the institution. She told him God knows what.
Well, the father was like, what, a...
Jimmy Darmody.
No. The father, the alcoholic wife-beating father. What war was he in?
That was Nucky's father. Oh, you're talking about Richard Harrow's girlfriend?
Yeah, father.
Spanish Spanish-American War. But he was already dead by that point.
What do you have, cancer? Or
Yeah, he had
liver?
cirrhosis of the liver. So he died fairly early on.
Everybody died.
Well, that was a rough business to be in, you know? At least at the higher levels like they were at. And the real Nucky was definitely involved with bootlegging from start to finish, most certainly. But he was never killed over it. And who knows if the Commodore really was that way or not, but knowing how people like him were at that time, it wouldn't surprise me if he was.
He originally had, a stroke in the first, season? Or second season?
Yeah.
And then how'd he end up dying?
Oh,
They poisoned him, or?
no. He was stabbed to death by who did it? Jimmy did it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he was all mumbling and slurring. And what a rotten fucking mean bastard. God damn.
Well, if you look carefully at a lot of people of his social station at that time, that's what they were like, you know. Every damn one of them had blood on his hands of one type or another. They didn't get where they were by not having it, and there were very few rules to stop them. You had John Rockefeller. He was a pretty cutthroat businessman. The railroad barons like Cornelius Vanderbilt and all of them.
I wonder what is on his grave, or what was on his tombstone.
Well, as Cornelius Vanderbilt, probably. Yeah.
Something in Latin? Doesn't say anything about what he left behind. Like, you fucking asshole. God.
I'm not sure if they're basing what's his name there on Vanderbilt. It might be. Andrew Carnegie. There's a guy who had a lot of blood on his hands. And he spent the last years of his life trying to atone for it by spending all kinds of money on libraries and all kinds of shit like that. Trying to better his name a little bit.
Anything you want from Vegas if I go out there? When I go out there? Not
No.
if when.
Not that I can think of. Stop at Gold and Silver Pawn.
Yeah. That's one of the stops. I'm gonna see the sights. Gonna drive by. I'm not gonna pull in, but just drive by the American Restoration Place. Drive by the Count's Customs. I ain't going in there. The pawn shop I'll go in. Just take a peek in and take a look around.
Yeah, say there's usually a pretty long line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's become a bigger tourist attraction.
Oh yeah, of course. But they want there to be a line so you can go in and buy something.
Actually, I think their real money is made from the show these days.
like 2015?
Nope. Still feels like 1985. Except when I move.
So the guy in Virginia or Maryland with Victrola, that's just gonna wait.
Yeah, he wants to grab it when he comes out. Which really isn't going to be that much more time, actually.
Yeah, well, when's he coming up?
April, I think, or May,
Yeah.
somewhere like that.
Yeah, April's when I'm going back down to Florida to pick that lady up. I don't think it's been this cold yet.
Briefly, for a day or so, about a month ago. Well, I got my new chainsaw anyway.
What about a chainsaw?
So I got my new chainsaw.
Oh, yeah?
Finally.
How new?
Brand new.
Brand new. What model?
Steel. MS 290.
How old was the old one?
20 years.
Was it done?
Getting there. It needs a carburetor and fuel lines were fucked up. Air filter fucked up. Getting harder to find parts for it too. But it still runs. I was careful to keep it clean and keep the proper oil mixture in it. You know.
Sharpen the blades.
Oh yeah, many times. To the point where I literally wore out files and chains. But the new saws have certain safety features that are kind of nice to have. Like side adjusting chains and chain brakes, stuff like that. Thanks to all that shit I sold for Kenny, I was able to get it quicker than I thought. His shit actually sells better than my shit is. But he's regretting that 50-50 split thing now. That fucking Judson supercharger went for $810. Much to my surprise.
Oh, I'm getting new moldings for the window.
What's wrong with the old moldings?
Popped up.
On the windshield?
Yeah, on the sides here. Almost, they're like knives, man. Like, if you go like there's just a recess in there, like they're like sharp as fuck. So I went to go clean the window, and I caught it with the paper towel. What the fuck? I drove it back up there, and I said, yeah, a little problem with this guy, and I thought he was going to give me all kinds of shit to say. Well, it's supposed to be like that. I thought, the guy's like, well, that ain't no good. He's like, all right. So he called up the Honda dealership. He said, we'll order them. So he said, after the new year, we'll pop it and we'll fix that. And I said, thank you.
Well, you gotta figure the car is 11 years old, so.
Oh, it wasn't. Yeah, it didn't
What
pop
I want
out.
to say is rubber moldings and shit like that, they have a limited lifespan.
No, it's they're metal.
The metal in it?
Yeah, I got a metal moldings all
That's
around.
kind of surprising. There's no rubber in it at all?
Well, I don't know about in it.
There should be. I mean, I know that some have combination, but there should be some kind of
No,
rubber.
these are metal.
Because metal is like 1960s, you know?
Well, it's not chrome, but there's
Modern cars usually have some kind of epoxy or something like that on.
Well, when they put too much, he said it was only up here where it's popping up. And he said, so in order to get that out and get it all done, they're going to have to pull the windshield out, pull the
Jesus.
moldings out. Yeah, so he said, bring it in, we'll fix it. No, so I'm getting the moldings for the car, for the side ones anyway.
Oh, we sold another one of these cars.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, 2-door. Head gasket. Well, the guy's going to fix it. And Pat's taking the other two.
On this training
On what?
on this.
Oh, don't say that out loud. Because yes, these cars are known to have transmission problems. Don't say that too loud at all. When we sold the Donna was a 2004 with basically the same mileage, and yeah, it had a bad transmission. And something with the ignition went too, but that happened afterwards. He's still fixing that damn car. Picked up my old plow Jeep this morning. 1967 CJ5. Sitting in one spot since 1994. When I got the Blazer to replace it. Believe it or not, it came right out of there. Wheels turned, everything. Nothing was stuck. I couldn't believe it. Nothing rotted on it. Still looked just as shitty as the day I parked it.
What are the parts worth?
Not a shitload, but he'll get it. The engine is rebuildable, I guess. It was getting kind of tired. Transmission was still good. Rear ends was still good. Although one of the keyways on one of the axle shafts was a little weak. We'll get enough parts out of it. We didn't charge him that much because it is pretty rusty. The other two Jeepsters I have there are sold too, but the kid hasn't paid them off yet. Not all the way anyway. Trying to move some of that stuff out of there. It's been sitting and sitting and sitting. I wish this guy would come and get that damn Buick.
What year is the Buick?
The 57 Buick Caballero wagon. I mean, it's bought and paid for. Completely paid for. We're supposed to pick it up in May, then July, then August, then November. Now it's January, and it's still sitting there.
Like the Victrola.
And I haven't heard from him. Last I heard from him was that he was planning to come get it sometime in November. That was it. Doesn't even send me an email to see if the car's still there. I could have sold it to somebody else by now. I wish he'd come and get it and get the hell out of there. Otherwise, I will relist it. Come 1 year, that thing's going to be relisted. I'm not refunding any money either. Enough's enough.
How long are you supposed to hold stuff?
30 days. eBay, well, as far as eBay is concerned, that deal is long since done. It's done, it's paid for, and all the fees are paid, everything's taken care of. That car is officially abandoned after 30 days. I'm holding it this long as a courtesy. I understand the man's coming all the way from Michigan, but you know what? He knew that to start with. This is not a surprise to him at the last minute. Oh, it's in New York? I thought it was in Michigan. No, it's not. You know?
I don't think there would have been a problem if he called you up and said, I'm working on it, I'm coming.
Well, we've been in eBay contact on and off through the summer. Okay, he had to go away for his company. You know, he had to go to Europe for a while, and he came back, and he had to do something else. But you know what? He hasn't contacted me to tell me.
That's what I'm saying. If he kept in contact
Yeah.
and said, I'm working on it,
And the last time, I had to contact him. He didn't contact me then either. Then it was, oh yeah, I plan to come get it. Okay. I mean, if he hadn't paid for it, then of course I would have relisted it a long time ago and all of that. But he has paid for it.
what do you pay for it?
$750.
Love to see that thing all in mint condition.
Yeah, it's going to take a hell of a lot to get there, but he knows that too. I sent him like 100 fucking pictures of this car. You want to know what this looked like, what that looked like? Is this any good? Is that any good? What I can do here? What I can do there? I said, all right, take the pictures. Don't cost me nothing to do that. Send him an email.
It's white and red, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very faded red.
Yeah, of course. But rough as it is, this is a special, very limited edition car. They didn't make very many Caballeros. And fully restored, it's probably about a 40 grand car easily. Cost you maybe 25, 30 to get it there.
V8 or a flat 8?
Oh, no, definitely. That's a nailhead V8 to call. It's overhead valve V8. Yeah, Buick never had a flathead V8. In fact, none of the General Motors cars except Cadillac ever had the flathead V8 in the 50s.
What's a Fireball?
Fireball.
Fireball 8. That's a...
Sounds like Mopar, actually. Fire Dome, you mean?
Yeah, the Fire Dome, yeah.
That's DeSoto. A DeSoto Hemi. Fire Power was a Chrysler Hemi 331.
What, a road you never see nobody coming out of?
Yeah, not usually. Kind of a surprise. The other guys came from Michigan also and picked up the 54 Chevy. They did it right away. Literally 2 days later, they were there.
Call them up again, say, get it out of here.
Now that winter has set in, I'm in no big hurry to be moving the damn thing anyways. The other one is that 49 Ford boom truck. I got 4 different guys interested in it. All of them whining that their wife won't let them come get it. You know, we'll get divorced to come get the damn thing. And the British taxi cab. A lot of looky-loos on that too. Nobody moving on it. I'm trying to sell off these cars so I can put more on.
hard is it to get stuff out of the old yard?
Well, it depends on where it is. It's right along the road. It's pretty easy. I gotta dig around to the shit in the back. Takes a little while. I have done so more than once. I'll be sleeping late tomorrow.
Time you getting up?
Whenever I get up, I have no major plans. The spring of the
Ain't nothing open really. I don't think anything's open.
Well, the deli is, but I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. I gotta go. I haven't had time.
I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna do.
Maybe just take a walk down.
Well, if I happen to be across the street and want some meat, I'll go over there. But I'm not planning to. I got food in the house. And I'm gonna be full with this steak for a while anyway.
I still can't believe the cats when he did that. That was funny. Waiting.
Yeah.
While the cat's away, the mice will play.
That's because he's been trained to eat people food by somebody. That's why.
He was all over that steak when it came right off the grill.
Now my cats won't do that. Tiger won't do it, and neither will Little Pal. Because then they don't seem to view what I eat as food. But food to them is what comes out of that bag. You know, that's it. I'm sure if they were hungry enough they would, but they don't chase after my food. They don't climb up my lap and I'm eating or any shit like that. Little Pal, had a little bag of Cheetos the other day, and Little Pal was interested enough to climb up and see. He just was interested in the crunching the bag noise was making it. Like a toy. But he wasn't interested in eating anything out of it.